They're trying so hard to get my accounts to be banned. So anyway, I'm not going to come back on now because I want to go in and have a shower and, you know, get stuff ready for school tomorrow. I reckon I'll be about 8 o'clock, half 8. And also, I'm having some really interesting conversations with others about it right now. Like, it's ludicrous how everything is. Anyway, there's some things that I want to write down to make sure that I remember to say about what we're talking about between amongst ourselves. And honestly, the amount of people that don't agree with what's just happened is unreal, and I appreciate you all. And I wish for the day that we can freely speak without people spinning or turning things into something that it's not. Or, you know, everyone just sees the bad in everything. Or if I call it like a victim mentality. Like, none of these people that are commenting are survivors, they're victims, because everything in their world results or ends in them being a victim or being emotionally traumatized. Like, not everything in life is going to leave you with a trauma, and if it does, then you're probably not suitable for life, because life involves a lot of lessons. Like, and I am of the opinion that your children should be at the forefront of preparation for life. And yeah, anyway, we'll discuss the narrative that was being pushed before. And even what shocked me the most is the people that I've spent time with, that I've, you know, joked with, laughed with, cried with, jumping on that bandwagon and commenting. And yes, I did mention your name, and no, I don't want to talk to you about it. Like, we're done. I don't want to be surrounded with victims. I want to be surrounded with warriors and survivors and people that can have conversations without attacking because of their opinions. Like, your lives must be so hard. It must be so hard, because I don't understand how you can survive living in this dark world that you live in, and it's not realistic. By any means, it's not realistic. Anyway, I will be back about 8, half 8. If I could get back on earlier, I will. If not, we'll all have this big discussion. I'm either going to be on the Star account or this one. I'll tag the account. I'm not sure which one I'm on at the moment. But yeah. Do you know what the most relieving part of this for me is, at first I thought, have I done something wrong here? Like, am I just missing the point? Am I crazy? That's called reactive abuse. That's abusive situation. That's an abusive situation to be in. Like, no, I'm not. I'm not wrong. And I'm not wrong because I was backed by the police. Even the police think it's ridiculous. And it's not realistic. It's not reality. The world that you're living in is not reality. And the amount of people that just run with it is... I feel sorry for you, I really do. I actually do. Like, you're not going to push me off this app because you don't like the fact that I can freely say what I want to say and not give two Fs about whether it's going to be spun or not. If you want to take it that way, that's you problem. That's not a me problem. Like, I don't know what sort of world some of you got brought up in, but it's not my world, and you're not going to push your world onto mine. Sorry, I don't want to live like that. And it's controlling, and it's reactive abuse is what it is. So the very fact that the relieving part for me today was the police agreed with me before I'd even opened my mouth, and all I said to them was, this is about the kidnapping situation on TikTok. And they was like, yeah, we're sorry. And they said straight away, we can see where you're coming from. Like, I nearly was made to feel like I'd done something wrong by asking what other parents' opinions are. You've got to stop jumping on people. How is anyone supposed to ask for help or advice or learn anything if you can't say something without someone spinning it to something so dark and toxic? It's gross. I feel sorry for you people. And the fact that you're wasting services as well. Thank God they've got my number, innit? Do you know what I mean? How many of you rung? There was multiple. Why would you do that? Was you not taught at school about wasting the police and services time? Was it just me that was taught that? And some of my friends, because some of you honestly just absolutely disgust me today with your behaviour. Like, why couldn't you just WhatsApp me and tell me what your opinion was, rather than jumping on a bandwagon and bullying me on a video? Well, not anymore. I like who I am. I love the fact that I speak out freely. I like the fact that it's unfiltered at times, and I don't always think about what I'm saying before I say it. I like that about me, because at least with me, you know what you get. I'm not putting the knife in or making phone calls behind no one's back. And I've also got to email social services. That's how serious it's got. Over me asking a question. I'm also going to play some videos of social experiments to literally completely dampen your arguments about it. Like, please, I actually think that I might start a campaign to reel in social media, because some of your children are going to end up severely damaged, like severely, and it's not going to be any one of mine. Any one of mine have learned productive arguments. And I'm so proud of my daughter today, comforting me, because she's hearing these phone calls happening. Like, Doug asked her what was wrong, and she was like, Mum's being picked on. Now, I'm trying to hide everything, but I'm getting phone call after phone call. Like, so don't come at me because of that. Like, it is what it is. Kids hear stuff when you're on the phone. So, I'm so glad that my kids aren't going to grow up like that. Some of you are actually shocking. Some of what you're teaching kids to how to manipulate and gaslight people and run narratives, and it's okay to bully online. Like, it's shocking. I could quite happily pack all of my stuff and go and move into the middle of nowhere and never talk to anyone ever again, because it's so drastic and so dark. Do you actually live a happy life? I'm wondering. And it's really sad if you don't. I think everyone's entitled to a good life, unless you're evil through and through. It's so draining, and I'm so sorry to anyone that puts up with this on a daily basis, or because they defend one of us. I'm not going to mention the others. They get loads of stick for it. It's actually not our fault. We're just trying to be normal people, do normal things, and ask normal questions, and all you do is get jumped on it. If only every one of you had more energy for the real people that were bad on this app. I'm not the bad guy. You are. Anyway, I'll see you guys in a little while. Now, there's a small piece in this video that people are probably going to spin. So, you know, I said something along the lines of about being, you know, your life probably isn't for you. This is not me insinuating that anyone should do anything to themselves harmful. I just thought I should clarify that, because, you know, everything is so straightforward these days, like, that people just need to fucking make everything bad. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, look, you're not prepared for life. If you think that your world is reality, it's not a reality. Anyway, see you all shortly.